All right, seniors, here we go. So last week, we jumped into setting you up for scholarships and setting you up for college applications. And now this week, week 3, it's time to do some college research. And you're going to find that the agenda this week is pretty light. I'm not giving you tons. I think I got 2 things you need to do this week. Why is that? Because the one is the college list. That is the big deal this week, is to get you to a final list of colleges. This is what I want to apply to. Do research on each one of those. Figure out, okay, what platform do they use? What's all the materials I need to get? What's the application fee? Like, just getting all the information so that it's all right in front of you on that sheet that we made last week. And now you know what I need to tackle and what I need to get done. All right, I am looking for 6 schools for you to apply to. Now, if you're like, well, I don't know if I'm going to apply to 6, maybe 3, maybe 4. Okay, but for the assignment, I need you to come up with 6. So to give you credit for the assignment, I need 6. If you actually in real life only apply to 3 of those 6 or 4 of those 6, that is fine. But I want to make sure that you've done at least research on 6 different schools for this assignment. Now, do you only have to do 6? Heck no. Okay, don't be stupid like me. I was stupid in high school and I got lucky. I got bailed out, but I only applied to 3 schools. I applied to UCLA, UC Irvine, and UC San Diego. And the first letter I got back was from UCLA, and all you know this story. It was a rejection letter. UCLA said, no way, nada, get out of here. And so I was sitting there like, oh my gosh, I got 2 schools left. If I don't get into one of these schools, what do? I just didn't even know. I didn't have a plan because I was like, oh, I'm going to get into one of these. So I like to talk about applying is kind of like dating. You ask enough people, eventually somebody's going to say yes. Well, hey, you ask enough schools, can I go to your school? Eventually one of them is going to say yes. So in a perfect world, you would have unlimited money and unlimited time to be able to apply to just every college that's out there, right? You don't have that kind of time, and I'm pretty sure you don't have that kind of money because I don't either. And so what we have to do is we have to get you to a list that is like, all right, this is a good list, this is a good number, and I can afford to pay for all these application fees if they have them, and I have enough time to get all these done. So you don't want to do too many because that's just too much money or too much time. And you don't want to do too few because you don't want to limit your options. What if you don't get in? And so make sure that you're kind of finding that balance between them. If you're looking for a number from me, as my son or daughter, I would advise you to probably get somewhere between 10 and 15 schools. But again, everybody's got a different circumstance, so don't feel like you have to meet that advice. All right. So let's jump into what you got going on this week in the online notebook. Don't need that. All right, so seniors, go over to you. All right. We are not in week 1. We are not in week 2. We are in week 3. Okay, first thing, I mentioned it here and I'm going to mention it below. We have a guest speaker on Monday. So I don't know if you're going to see this video before our check-in meeting tomorrow or not, 'cause it's Sunday right now. We have a guest speaker on Monday. His name is Gerardo Hernandez. He comes from Promise Neighborhood, and he's going to present to you some opportunities for you from Promise Neighborhood to get some help with school, college applications, I believe, and a whole bunch of other things, and he'll go over all that stuff. Ask him questions. He's here to help. He's from the Chula Vista area, so he knows our students, he knows our families, he knows our community. And so this is a good guy to get some questions and get some support from if you're feeling you might need a little bit extra. Okay, you know what I provide, you know what I'm all about, but maybe you want somebody a little more one-on-one and going to sit down with you and have one-on-one chats more than what I can provide. I don't know. It's really up to you. I just try to give you as many opportunities for that as possible. This video will be here, of course. Only 2 things this week. Again, that final college list, but you're going to have that list completed for 6 schools with all the information for each of the 6 schools. So you got some research to do this week. A lot of research this week. Not a lot of work, but a lot of research. The second thing is a screenshot or photo of that calendar. So you should have sent me a Jupyter message by now that says, I'm going to keep track of my assignments this way. I'm going to keep track of my events this way. I'm going to keep track of deadlines this way. So now let's put up or shut up. Let's see if you're actually keeping track of the stuff you're supposed to be keeping track of. So this week, take a screenshot of that and turn it into Jupyter. Okay, so there's our guest speaker. The time management is the snapshot of how you're keeping track of your events. And then, again, assignment number 3 is start filling out that college list. So you should have made this file last week. You're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 schools right here. And don't just fill it in with anything. Don't just go like, just put University of Mississippi. What the heck? No, I want you to actually do some research and find schools that you're specifically going to apply to. Like it's not pie in the sky. It's not just talking anymore. It's time to do it. The platform again is is it a Common App? Is it a UC app? Is it a CSU app? Or maybe there's some other one that we haven't gone over yet. So make sure you find that out about your 6 schools. When is the deadline for their application? Some of them could be as early as middle to end of September. Some of them could be middle to end of October. I think most of them are in there by November. So write down the deadlines of when you have to have the app in. The sooner the better, but we will get to that. Materials needed. Okay, this is where the bulk of your research is going to come in. So you're going to go find, we'll choose a Marco school. Let's go with LSU. You're going to go and you're going to type in LSU. Okay, I don't know how LSU, that might be a Common App. Oops. To check. I don't know when their deadline is. Let's just say it's October 16th. I'm just making something up. Or 26th, let's do that. Materials needed. Okay, so then you got to go into there and you got to find out. I might need a personal statement. If you can not mess up like that. I might need a personal statement. I might need 2 letters of rec. Okay, they might have an application fee waiver. So I go over here and I say, the application fee is normally, let's say $60, but waiver accepted. So then that's another thing I have to do. I have to submit my transcripts. I have to get my, what are other things that they require all the time? Personal info. Maybe they want your financial information. Maybe they want some kind of statement of eligibility. What is that? Schools require all sorts of things. Maybe it's a religious school and they want a letter from like a local religious organization or something like that. I don't know what they're going to list, but that's the kind of stuff you're going to put. You're going to just list everything they want. Like the UC school has 4 response questions. We went over those last year. There's all sorts of stuff. Maybe they want a copy of my AP scores. Maybe they don't. Maybe they already have them. Maybe they want a copy of an SAT or ACT. Okay, maybe not. Again, you got to check this stuff for every school. And so you'll make a list like this for each school, for each of your 6 schools. And then on the notes section, this is really notes for you. These are on your personal notes. Maybe, you start to rank them. Which one I'm going to do first, which one I'm going to do second, which one I'm going to do third. Maybe you make notes of like, I don't know, check the website again in another week for more information. So just whatever comes up that you're like, oh yeah, I'm going to make sure to do that. This is the notes area for that school. And then your notes area for that school. And so the idea is that you're going to have a file with all the schools you want to apply to, the breakdown of the information. And what we're going to do is we're going to organize these things by deadlines, and we're going to put them in the most recent stuff first and the later stuff last. Or you could organize it by your most important schools followed by your least important schools. And you start working on them in that way. There's all sorts of ways to handle this stuff. Okay. But this week is all research, filling this in for at least 6 schools. Again, I would apply to more if you have the ability to, but 6 is what I require for this assignment. So the fact that we have a guest speaker, that's the assignments for the week. So the fact that we have a guest speaker this week, I don't know how much time you and I will have to talk on Monday's check-in meeting. The way Friday is going to work this week is a little different. Last 2 weeks, I said you didn't have to check in at all on Friday. Well, that's changing. This Friday, during class time, just log on, come into the meeting, write something in the chat. If you have questions for me, you want to discuss something with me, you got anything else you want to talk about, I'm here and we can talk and chat. And if you want to just listen in and be a part of it and help out with the group, that's great too. But if you don't have questions for me, you feel like you got this, you're good to go. On Friday, you can come in, write something in the chat, and then you can just bounce out. I just need to know that you checked in. So that's how Friday works. It's a little bit different this week, but I'll share that with you on Monday as well. Okay, and as all of you know, you are my #1 priority. My job is to get you to college, and please reach out for any kind of assistance or help, and I will do the best I can with that. Okay, with that, I will see you on Monday with our guest speaker. Have a good one.